finally got our first real look at the next Battlefield game, and let's just say this is EA's last chance of making things right. The reveal trailer dropped just 5 days ago, and while it looked like Battlefield, well, the hype isn't exactly shaking the gaming world to its core. Think about it, Battlefield 1's reveal trailer, back in the day, racked up over 25 million views in just 5 days, while Battlefield 6 trailer sits at around 8 million views in around 5 days. For Battlefield 6 to even remotely sniff that kind of excitement, they need to announce something truly massive, something game-changing. And rumor has it that something very big is indeed coming, a free-to-play Battle Royale mode. Now don't get me wrong, free-to-play BR can bring in players, but let's be realistic, even for a free Battle Royale, Battlefield 6 won't get remotely close to that 50 million player mark. And why? Because of the last two Battlefield titles, and I mean specifically Battlefield 2042. That, my friends, was the game where people utterly lost faith, trust, and probably a little bit of their sanity in EA and DICE. Let's be honest, it wasn't just bad, it was a pile of dog shit. I remember being genuinely hyped, seeing those slick trailers, pre-ordering like a fool, and then the release day hit. It was so laughably broken, I can barely put it into words. We're talking about a game so buggy, specialists would just decide that gravity was optional and float menacingly. Soldiers would get stuck T-posing, asserting their dominance over the laws of physics. Sometimes you'd call in a vehicle and it would just appear on top of a building, clearly just living its best life, hit registration. You'd empty an entire magazine into someone and they'd just shrug it off. And the grand finale? No scoreboard! Are you kidding me? In a multiplayer game, it was like trying to win a race, but nobody was allowed to know who was in first place. Absolutely baffling. It genuinely felt like the game wasn't ready for another 2 years of development, let alone launch. But hey, hopefully those days are gone, right EA? Right? Because honestly, this isn't just another game release for the Battlefield franchise. This is a Hail Mary. This is make or break. If Battlefield 6 doesn't land, and land hard, I genuinely believe the franchise as we know it is finished. The trust is already hanging by a thread, and another flop could cut it completely. But here's the thing, from what I've seen in the leaked gameplay and my limited time in the Battlefield Labs test, seriously, I only got 2 games in, which was nowhere near enough. But from those glimpses, this game actually looks promising. The theme, the gunplay, the graphics, the destruction, vehicle play, it all looks really good. It looks satisfying to play. It genuinely reminds me of the golden era, the BF3 and BF4 days. It feels like they finally listened, like they finally figured out what the Battlefield community truly wanted and actually applied it throughout their development. And remember, I'm saying this about pre-alpha gameplay. Imagine what the beta will look like. EA is dedicating an unprecedented 4 studios to this new title. They're calling it one of their most ambitious projects, and this signals they understand the high stakes. That's why so many companies came together to work on this game alone, and the first one is DICE, the OGs, the core Battlefield creators, responsible for iconic titles like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, and of course 2042. They also handled the Star Wars Battlefront games. Motive Studios, they delivered the incredible Dead Space remake recently and the solid Star Wars Squadrons. They know how to polish and experience. Ripple Effect Studios, formerly DICE LA. They contributed to Battlefield 2042. Yes, but also have roots in games like Command & Conquer, Red Alert 3. They bring a lot of experience to the table. Criterion, the masters of high-speed action, known for Burnout Paradise and the legendary Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. Imagine what they can bring to vehicle combat and physics. What's truly insane is that all of these studios reportedly left their existing projects to focus solely on Battlefield 6, including its rumored Battle Royale component. That's not just all in. That's like pushing all your chips into the middle of the table, setting the table on fire, and then betting your house on the outcome. This is a monumental effort, something never done before for a single Battlefield title. Here's what we know about the game maps and story modes so far, based on some pretty credible leaks. This isn't officially confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt, but it paints a really exciting picture for the scale of this game. We've seen a leaked Battlefield 6 map list list, and it gives us a breakdown of potential maps, even with some Russian localizations, which hints at the source of the leak. On the multiplayer side, we're looking at maps like Abbasid and Outskirts, both hinting at Cairo, Battery and Limestone set in Gibraltar, Capstone and Tungsten taking us to Tajikistan, Dumbo and Aftermath placing us squarely in Brooklyn. And then we have intriguing names like East Hook, Badlands, plus what looks like the return of a fan favorite with Operation Firestorm, Propaganda, Tala Market, and Downtown. These names alone suggest incredible diversity, from sprawling urban warfare in Brooklyn and Cairo to mountainous regions in Tajikistan to strategic choke points in Gibraltar, and even the potential return of massive industrial maps like Firestorm. This is exactly the kind of environmental variety Battlefield thrives on. But it doesn't stop there. The leaks also point to a campaign or story mode with mission names that sound epic. Prologue to kick things off. Infiltration set in Gibraltar, Night Raid in Cairo, a defense mission in Brooklyn, a drone attack in Tajikistan, invasion back in Gibraltar, attack in Brooklyn, a tank mission in Cairo, and finally simply war in Tajikistan. This implies a global conflict, taking us to incredibly distinct regions with unique combat scenarios for both multiplayer and what sounds like a robust, proper single-player campaign. This is something fans have been clamoring for, and if true, it significantly contributes to that biggest Battlefield ever ambition. Now let's talk about that free-to-play Battle Royale, because we've actually got some intriguing leaked info on that too. From what's been pieced together from the BF Labs alpha client, the mode is currently labeled Battlefield Royale. Straightforward enough. And get this, we've seen recreations of the Battle Royale map, which appears to be called Linden Beach. This map looks like it's set in California, and there are even scattered hints of a metro system suggesting some cool verticality and close quarters combat opportunities. We've even got a short video clip showing the start of a match where players are parachuting from Chinook helicopters, and in true Battle Royale fashion, there's a destructive ring, but this one is made of a mysterious compound called NXC. Sounds menacing and potentially very Battlefield in how it could affect the environment. This is work in progress, but it sounds like they're building a dedicated, robust Battle Royale experience. And according to reports from Modern Warzone, it's being reported that this NXC compound ring instantly destroys anything it touches. Imagine buildings, vehicles, cover, just gone. Instantly kills any player that touches it. No tick damage here. It's game over if you graze it. Players within 10 meters of it have a fire effect on screen. This is going to add an insane visual and psychological element to those endgame moments, making it truly terrifying. Now for the conclusion, EA, you've got the talent, you've got the resources, and crucially, you've got the undeniable pressure of a fan base desperate for a true return to form. This isn't just about selling copies anymore. It's about rebuilding a legacy. Battlefield 6 isn't just the next big Battlefield. It has to be the biggest Battlefield. It has to be the one that gets it right. Because if it doesn't, then maybe, just maybe, the war is finally over for this legendary franchise. But what do you think? Did the reveal trailer hype you up? Are you worried about EA's track record? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. And for a little nostalgia, I remade the Battlefield 6 trailer with Battlefield 4 music. I hope you enjoy it.
My fellow citizens, my fellow... we will prevail.
We're ready, Mr. Preston.
My fellow citizens, today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack, no country is safe from their reach. For all those serving on our behalf, our prayers go with you. For the Pax Armada mercenaries who are watching now, I have a message. It's over.
Let's get to work.
Unaware of our presence. Solid copy. You are approved to engage in 5 mics.
30 seconds!
Move fast. Move decisive. Dagger on my 6.
Send it.